Today was game day, right? In fact, it still is game day. Right now, we're in the fourth quarter, 11 minutes in. Stanford is losing drastically by a lot, like 49-3. So the game is basically over. Now, I was at the game. However, I'm back now because even though it's Saturday, I have a site plan due Monday. And the best time to work is the present. So why then when right now? So it's time to decompress and finish the site plan. All right, so before we get into the site plan, let me go over our project brief. So this semester is very exciting. We are all about urban landscape, kind of like urban planning. Honestly, we're looking for the future of an urban city. We began the semester by reading Reyner Banham's Los Angeles and the Four Ecologies, where basically Reyner Banham talks about how he loves LA and basically defines LA as these four different ecologies, which is basically the environment. So you have suburbia, which is the beach. You have foothills, which is like Beverly Hills, where the land meets the hill area. You have the plains of Id, which are just the plains of LA with mainly housing. And then finally you have Autopia, which is the highway system in LA, which is very intricate. And when you learn about it, you really see the highway in LA very differently. With this, in our individual studios, we were split into groups where basically we are designing the future of that ecology, and I am in suburbia. Honestly, I always felt like I was going to be with the beach. Like it makes sense. My group and I, what we're doing now, we are in the phase where we did our research. We know what we want our ecology basically to feature. And now it's time to design the site plan. Some things we looked at were like rising sea levels, pollution, transportation, public-private use. I'll get into all that later, but basically for Monday, we need to have our site plan and also the templates of how we're going to really show our future ecology. We're going to be doing all of this by our midterm. That's going to come so soon. So this site plan, we just basically in studio in the last class, we just discussed what we're going to do, and now it's time to put it together. So now that you know what we're doing, let's get to it. So yesterday's present just did not seem present enough. Today is Sunday. I decided that if I went to sleep, I could wake up today rejuvenated and ready to work on this site plan. It's currently 8:12 p.m. on Sunday, and this present is the best possible present to begin on this site plan. We are tasked to design 1 mile square, 1 square mile of this.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are you gonna see the movie?
No, I have to do my homework, but I'll be out in a minute to like work on my homework out there.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. We have a very, very, very rough sketch. This is the very, very rough sketch that my team and I did together in studio. I'm gonna do my own iteration of this rough sketch and an even rougher version so that I can have the visual in front of me while I design this site plan. All right, so let's begin with that very rough sketch.
Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you.
I'm gonna be using Rhino, and let's get into the design. And I promise you, I'm gonna explain what exactly is going on with this fidget spinner of a site plan once we get to the end. So stick with me, but to the model.
it started racing. The crowd across the way, the flowers on your face, and then from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you. Oh, across the road. Across the road. Lost and in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing.
Because the moment you have a situation where you are really in control of things, that is to say, in which the future is almost completely predictable. Because
It is 1:10 a.m. and I'm not finished, but I'm exhausted. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go to sleep and finish the rest in the morning before class. I don't have too much left. I just have to do like the contour of the land and figure it out from there. So yep. But first, dessert. And then we're gonna sleep. So, oh, my back. Good night.
to the place, the spot you from a race. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way, the flowers on your face, and then I'm from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you. Across the road. Across the road. Lost and in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing. But moments tend to fade, and you're too far away.
Okay, so site plan is done-ish. It's just a draft still, but that's all we're gonna do for right now. I'm gonna go get ready quickly, get some breakfast, and then let's do a quick breakdown of what exactly this site plan is. What is this fidget spinner looking thing? And I'll elaborate in a moment. Diving into the site plan. So what I originally did is our team and I, we did that very rough sketch based on the research that we did on what we want to show on our site. So we began our research with looking at major problems facing coastal Los Angeles areas. So we looked at Malibu, we looked at Venice, and we looked at Long Beach. And from that, we decided that there are 3 different conditions for the beach. There's the hilly beach area, but like Malibu, there's flat water to sand to land like Venice, and then there was conditions where there's like a bay sort of going on, which is Long Beach. So we took that and wanted to incorporate all of that within our site. And one thing that we're tackling mainly is sea level rise, and we want to do this with a seawall. Now, a seawall is an approach that's used commonly today in many cities whenever the sea levels are rising. But for us, we wanted the seawall to be more than just a wall. We wanted to use it as a network, have space in between it, and also serve as a new coast. So it's going to have artificial beach and also serve in the ways that a beach does, but for our new city. On top of that, the fidget spinner looking area is our floating islands, where a majority of private area for our coastal city will be. And then we also have a cliff, which is sort of like Malibu cliff area, which is the natural land that exists on our coast, and that will be a lot of public space. So from that original one, my team went on and we changed it up a little bit to really make it more natural. Or from the idea, we were able to turn it into what we have now, which is this coastal city. The islands are a lot more natural looking. We have green spaces and stuff. And now we are going to take this to build upon it some more so that we can get ready for our midterm, which our midterm is basically developing our site more and a bunch of diagramming and stuff to define our site. Whew. So very shortly, midterm season is about to be upon us. You know what's so funny? So our area is called Surfurbia, but for some reason our studio professor just cannot pronounce Surfurbia. A lot of other studio professors can't pronounce Surfurbia either. So you just call us the beach team. So we're the beach team. Our job is beach. Living our ultimate Ken fantasy, and we are enough. We're enough. We are enough. We're beach. I'm just Ken, and I'm enough, and I'm great at architecture stuff.